So even now, it's around 8 a.m. and it's still too cold in my clothes. My feet are cold, even in my booties. Obviously, I don't particularly want to get up. It's like, now I have to put on cold clothes and pack everything up with cold hands. It's gonna be pretty miserable. And then hike all day in the cold. Yuck. So, not doing great over here.
This is where we stayed last night, Bly Gap, but we camped all the way down there on the south side of it because it was really windy up here on the ridge. So there was a whole bunch of us camped down there last night.
I was gonna see how windy it was, but when I was like, I'm gonna go check. First step, and nope, I went down.
It was too cold and windy. Here's this tree that we've seen pictures of people posing in front of, but it's too cold for us to pose. It's really too cold
For anybody to pose.
for anything right now. That's why I didn't record any video of breaking camp or anything. First of all, Buttercup had a really tough morning because he's cold. Now Buttercup has the cold hands problem, thus the expensive mitts, which we've been reunited with, but his hands become really painfully cold. I mean, just like real little icicles. And so he kind of has been crying on and off all morning because his hands hurt and his feet hurt from the cold. And so that's really stressful for me. And so I'm not inspired to film. And also because I'm spending all my energy packing up as quickly as possible. The real hero of the morning, Sonic, who more than pulled his own weight, getting his brother packed up, helping pack up group gear, getting himself packed up. So he's been really awesome. He also gave me one of his hot hands to help warm my fingers. So now we're hiking up a big hill, and if nothing else, this will warm us up. We've defrosted a bit now. That was a big climb out of Bly Gap. Kind of warmed us up, got our blood flowing. So our hands feel better now, and our feet feel better. Still very cold. We just stopped for a break and a snack. It's like still really bitterly cold.
Here's my keys filtering the water. You have a little bit water from that waterfall. Oh, you can't see it because Sonic, you're in the way. You have one of those, you squeeze it in there.
It's going slowly. I think there's ice in the filter.
He thinks there's ice in the filter. I think it too. I think it wouldn't fill it up all the way. Do you think this will fill up all the way?
Gil, don't put your mittens in the water. They'll be wet. Don't put your feet in the water.
It didn't fill up all the way. But you didn't fill up all the way. And then you take that out. Almost, not all of it out. And then you do that. Don't put it on the ground. And then you pour it like that inside. Okay. He's done filtering the water. Goose is done. I actually called you a she.
Does anyone else need water in their spout?
Well, I don't.
You have water in there?
Yeah, I really have a lot.
You have ice. Do you have water?
Oh, yeah, I do. I have a lot of ice.
just got as high as we're gonna go on this standing Indian mountain. And now we're gonna head downhill and find somewhere to camp in a couple miles. It is getting late in the day, so I've got Buttercup on his short rope just to keep track of him and keep him going at a decent pace. Onward. It's pretty late, but we made it the 12 miles that we wanted to go today and just set up the tent. And kids are unpacking, setting up beds while I'm going to get some dinner going. Buttercup was shocked that his cup was dirty after he didn't wash it yesterday. And I was like, well, Buttercup, I don't know if you think your mother's with you, but nobody's going to do your dishes for you. That's funny because I'm his mother. It's another extremely, extremely cold night here. I didn't really stay warm enough last night, so I'm very nervous about tonight, which is supposed to be equally as cold, or maybe even a little bit colder. It was a hard day hiking in the cold. It really was very, very cold all day. It didn't get much above freezing. It takes some very serious mental fortitude to hike and backpack and camp in temperatures like these day after day. It's winter and I don't like the cold. It's really, really hard. It's really hard to do this in these temperatures. It's so hard. Oh, it's such a discouraging thought knowing that we have to get up tomorrow morning and get ready in the bitter cold again. It was so hard this morning. It's a little bit better once we get hiking, but so hard in the mornings. This is really, really hard. It's really hard doing these. It's so cold. It's just really, really difficult. It's really not very fun in these temperatures. So anyway, good night.